Hello.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning, my darling.
How was your night?
It was great.
Magical.
I ate way too much. Like,
You know, one thing I absolutely hate about this bike
let me just say,
is the side stand.
I was not drunk. It was not because of that.
No, you weren't drunk actually,
No, I had 3 drinks.
which is a refreshing change.
Well, I asked for the small fish and chips, and it was freaking enormous. I went, are you kidding? Is that this small? And Tom had this whole, like, half a bloody lamb
So we got to get fuel.
left. Just there.
Oh, nice and close.
Oh, handy as, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, look. June just went and got a Bruffin hangover cure. Yeah, they all stayed there drinking. We were very good and just went home.
Damn, they can drink.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
And
jump
like-
off. Jump off. It's going to be a fun day because
Oh my gosh, you're so loud. Blowing my head off.
you've not got your earplugs on, that's why.
Yeah, I'm not going to put them on yet. Okay. Fun day.
It's going to be a fun day because we're going to cruise down the east coast to Dunedin or Dunedin, and then from Dunedin we're going along the south coast through the Catlins, which is amazing. Oh shit, I just got petrol everywhere.
Always do that.
I know.
Need a coffee. Oh my gosh, I need a coffee.
Okay, so plan A is to get a coffee, so let's implement that plan.
We're just going to take you through the main street of Oamaru.
Yes.
Um,
Beautiful Oamaru. Oh, Oamaru.
I like Oamaru. I like it because of the building, like that one.
I love Oamaru. I think it's lovely. Actually, we want to go left here.
Oh, he noily
Noily.
went the wrong way.
We definitely got everything.
Look at all these beautiful buildings.
Yes, so obviously these are the
Opera House.
These are the big banks from the gold rush.
There's quite a lot of history here. The Fat Sally's, that's where we went last night. Absolutely awesome if you're ever in Oamaru. Fantastic, huge meals. So pretty good prices actually.
Yeah, last night when we rocked up to the motel,
Oh yeah.
she said, what, 185? I said,
That's the room number.
Is that the room number? And she went, no, that's the price. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me, $185.
Tom just literally just about had a heart
I
attack.
nearly spat the dummy, like I nearly threw a big tantrum.
Tantrum. Maybe park on the sidewalk so they can see
Oh,
you.
it looks very busy. Where are we going to park, babe? Oh, look at these old buildings getting done
They're
up.
pulling them down.
No, they're not. They're doing them up. I'd love one of these.
I know, and they're cool.
Oh, should we just park there? Look. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll have to park there.
And then we'll just
Get
stand on the corner in our leather.
my U-turning practice. Let's just park here. Look.
Perfect.
Yeah, look, these bit like that one there, straight ahead. That's completely empty,
Shall I get off?
and it would make the coolest place to live, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But look at these big, huge, wide open streets though.
Yeah, I like it. Jump off.
Loads of parking.
See, what's unique about Oamaru is the stone buildings, which in New
Yeah.
Zealand is really rare. And
Well,
there's
you get
stone
them in
buildings here because there's a huge sandstone quarry.
Yeah.
Right, let's go and drink some coffee.
Uh-huh.
Right, can you just check?
Yes.
Can you just check I'm recording?
Yep.
Let me see if you are.
Oh,
Yep,
God.
you are.
Where are we going? Did you ask Dickie where we're going?
No, I've no idea where we're going. They're just... Oh, crap. They're not waiting for you, so go.
Okay. Bloody hell, I was just like, Jackie, where are we going? He's just...
Come on, get out of the way.
Being a driver. Oh.
Yeah, they
just...
we were walking around the shop, and I
then all
just
of a sudden-
happened to see one of them putting their helmets on, and I walked outside and said, are we going? And he's like, yeah.
Where's the bloody
Like,
communication?
Flipping the heck.
And I'm like, so where are we going? I heard him say something to somebody, oh, we'll go to head down the motorway, something. And then he didn't tell anybody else.
They're the worst.
It's not cool to give directions or something. What the hell?
It's not cool to communicate, you see.
Crying out loud.
This is busy. Watch out, mate. This is a really dangerous junction. Especially with...
Blimey. That little Chinese guy.
I was just going to say, watch out for little Chinese lady on the bike. Crikey. Students in cars everywhere as well doesn't help. Right, ladies and gents, that was a bit stressful. You alright, babe?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Nice one. We've got a full tank of gas. Is everything closed up round the back there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well done.
Flipping it, man. You've got to be on your game with these guys. If they just, that's it, they go. They just take off. And you go, if you're not ready, you just get left behind. Did you do your helmet up, baby?
Yes, I did. Right, so we had...
Just checking everyone was
Yeah.
following.
So we had the foulest breakfast, didn't we? We couldn't get into our usual little spot because it was absolutely rammed, and we went down the road to a different place, didn't we?
Yeah, and it looked quite good, but we got the cooked breakfast between us, which is the big Kiwi cooked breakfast, and it would have been really nice if it had been swimming in oil.
Yeah, it was swimming in grease, wasn't it?
And
Yeah.
it was just like,
I don't mind a bit of grease on my breakfast, you know, like a proper greasy spoon breakfast, but this was just not... The fried bread, obviously, was completely saturated in fat.
yeah, but everything had oil.
Everything had oil all over it. Yeah, it was a bit full on.
No, I didn't want to eat it at all, but I thought I'd better have some.
We did,
food.
didn't we? We did it.
But we did
Yeah.
eat some of it.
And
but,
I honestly feel like I don't want to eat again
I know, I feel like I need to eat a bag of oranges or something.
to burn the fat.
Like all I'm eating today is an orange or an apple. That's it. It was like, it just went straight to my blimmin' thighs. And I don't have thunder thighs, but anyway, I probably do now. And the coffee was enormous, like bucket of coffee, and it was like really milky. But anyway, it was fuel.
Yeah, we needed fuel, didn't we?
We need to just think of it as fuel.
I had a shocker yesterday. I had a fairly pie
Oh,
at 10 o'clock smoko,
so jealous that you had a fairly pie.
which
Yeah.
was just about the creme de la creme of pies. Beautiful.
It's like the best pies in New Zealand, I reckon, the fairly pie.
Yeah, why does he keep looking back? He's just behind us. Ah, he's waiting for Brendan. Brendan's got stuck.
What?
He's waiting for Brendan. That's why he keeps looking back. He's looking for Bren and what's her name? Brendan and
Wendy.
Wendy, yeah.
I love that.
Anyway, so I had a pork pie, like a proper New Zealand pork pie, and it came with a piece of crackling on top. And then at lunch...
Oh, hang on a minute. You had cake as well.
Hmm,
Chocolate cake
Yeah.
after that.
yeah, maybe.
Were you not going to say that?
I had a fudge slice actually.
I shudder to think what your
By the way, that I'm
cholesterol
not
is.
including breakfast in this conversation. I won't tell people what I had for breakfast.
Oh my God!
That was just for smoko at 10 o'clock.
Did you go to bloody Double Black and get breakfast as well?
Maybe.
You little pig!
Anyway, I had the
Let me just say that the pork pies are like beautiful, buttery, flaky pastry filled with like pulled pork, like proper, beautiful pulled pork. God, that was a bit dodgy. What's he doing?
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, good grief.
Seeing as
anyway.
they haven't told us where they're going, we better sort of stay close by.
Anyway.
Anyway, so that was my smoko, the pie, and a little snuffle on some fudge slice.
Yes, it was a massive slab.
It might have been a fairly big slice. And then at lunch I had a chicken wrap.
Wow, that was delicious.
Yeah, with a coffee.
With lemon cake.
With lemon cake.
Or lemon custard. Where was the lemon curd slice?
Oh God, that was
so
good.
Of that and a coffee.
And then in the evening I had a lamb shank, which was this. Honestly, it was like half a lamb.
Yeah, it was enormous.
So I'm gonna have the meat poos big time today, like really bad. It's not come through my system yet, but when it does, oh my gosh.
You're going to be sitting on the toilet for like 4 hours.
I know.
But I said to Tom, because we had eaten quite a bit, and I said, look, especially Tom, let's just share a meal. And he goes, no, I'm really hungry. And I went, okay. But Tom said, no, what my own. And then when it came out, he went, oh.
I'm hungry. Yeah, when it came out, I didn't believe how big it was. Anyway.
And I got this small fish and chips, which was enormous.
The long and the short of it is, I ate way too much yesterday. You could have fed a small village with what I ate yesterday.
Was this too much?
So I had the tyres at 2 psi below recommended. So I had them on 40 rear and 36 front. And it's too hard. The bike was just too twitchy. And I've let another 2 psi out, so it is 38 rear and 34 front, and it feels amazing. So that's the number.
What is it, sorry?
38 rear.
Yeah.
Which is 4 psi below recommended, and then 4 below recommended on the front, and it feels like a different bike. The grip is insane.
I don't know why you changed it in the first place.
Well, because everybody says, oh, you've got to put it at recommended.
No, you know your bike, but just do what feels good.
Thank you, you're right.
Yeah.
So now it feels amazing. I've completely planted. I've got loads of grip.
Everyone's bikes are different.
Well, there's that, and the PSI recommendation, I guess, doesn't really factor in the different bike tyre manufacturers. You know, all tyres are different. So that's the sweet spot, I reckon, for this tyre.
Yeah, definitely. But, will you remember that, or are you going to write it
No,
down?
I'll flip and remember it, don't worry.
Okay. I quite like it when we get out to Brighton, because it's really pretty around there, but all out there on the left.
I can't remember Brighton at all.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really nice. Up there around the waterfront. All I can think about now is my next coffee.
Really?
So Malcolm said they had an amazing breakfast.
You're kidding.
I said, free-range eggs, like, just beautiful. Yeah.
That's typical them guys. You've literally got to oh, excuse me. You've got to stay in their shadow to find out what's going on.
Well, they just don't communicate.
Kiwis aren't well known for their communication skills, are they? It's more sort of grunt.
And they just all take off in different directions.
Have you ever seen in Zoolander when they're trying to get into the computer and he's like, it's in the computer.
Oh, yeah.
And then the 2001 Space Odyssey music comes out and they start turning into chimps.
Yeah.
And like banging on it.
Trying to open it.
Yeah.
Trying to open it.
It's the best scene ever. It's in the
I love
computer.
Zoolander. I've seen it so many times. Absolutely genius.
I'm not an Ambi Turner.
I'm not an amputee.
Oh,
Blue
genius.
Steel.
Genius. I do like Ben Stiller movies. They're very good.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Because they're not like, if you look, who's the Happy Gilmore guy, the golfer?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. I like Adam Sandler movies, but they're very crass.
He does a lot of rude.
Yeah, they're
like,
rude and
really
crass.
stupid.
Admittedly, they are pretty damn funny, but Ben Stiller does...
If you're like 16. you're
Yeah,
a
Ben
16-year-old
Stiller
male.
does funnier,
Really?
better movies without the swearing and the
This is
crassness,
Brighton here on
which
the
I
left.
like.
Yeah, he's funny. Like, one of my favourite movies of all time is Something About Mary.
Yeah, that's your favourite, Tub Wiener's favourite movie. Well, that's a horrible corner because that's covered in grit as well.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
I know, this is Brighton.
Beautiful sand.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty.
Look at the old school matches all around here too.
Yeah, the other reason I prefer having a slightly less aired tyre, if it's hard, it skips over the stones, whereas if it's a bit softer, it doesn't tend to skip over the stones as much.
Oh, okay.
So it gives you a lot more grip.
Over the bridge. Up at the clock.
Was that Brighton? Was that it, or is there more of it?
Well, this was, we're just combing through the tail end of Brighton, yeah. A wee little waterfront, like beachside town. Hey, the sea, my friend.
The Dolphinia. We have got to make a. We've got to make
I'll
a.
come back, I promise.
Princess Tubweeder, Queen of the Sea, will be back soon. We've got to write a Tubweener,
I
a
know.
book,
We're
a
gonna
kid's
write
book about
children's book.
Tubweener.
The Adventures of
The
Princess Tubweener.
Adventures of Princess Tubweener. Tubweener, I'm coming.
Oh my god. We just laugh constantly about Tubweener.
All right, I'm glad we did that.
Do you want to get some toilet paper and wipe your...
Nah, it's
Lighter?
fine. It's
You
fine.
right? Okay, let's do it.
I got an itchy head, which is really annoying because I can't itch it because my stupid helmet's in the way.
Right, they're going to go and leave us behind if we don't
All right.
hurry up.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Okay, go. Tubweener on.
Yeah.
Right, we're off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. Plus Neil, wherever he may be.
Neil's gone. He's gone to Gore.
Oh, he's on tour, okay.
Yeah.
I love these little out-of-town cabins in the middle of the country, we're like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that was literally in the middle of nowhere, wasn't it?
And we got off the bike and we took our helmets off and you get this bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang. They're shooting,
All the duck shooting.
massacring the ducks. I love that about New Zealand. You can pull into any small town, walk into what looks like the roughest place you've ever seen in your life, and you'll walk in and it'll be full of guys with singlets, mullets, and gumboots, Wellington swan dries, and they look rough as guts, but they are always the nicest people in the world, and they'll always welcome you into their pub.
Yep.
Always.
Stand there and chat to them by the fire.
Yeah, you literally just walk up to any of them and start chatting. They'll ask you where you're from, what have you been up to. They're just, New Zealanders just seem to be far more laid back and nice.
The more I think about it, I think we should pop the bike.
Why?
I think it's time to get something a bit more slower.
Well, a GS isn't the answer then, because that's not lower.
Yeah, but it's not as fast.
GS is a heavier, higher bike. You just don't like how fast this thing is, that's all. But, I mean, just to put it in perspective, the guy right behind me is on a really old BMW, and the guy behind him is on a Harley. So, we're not going that fast, babe. It might feel like we are, but we're not.
I think it's because I'm really high.
Well, that's true, but...
And I feel like it feels so fast. I mean, you're actually decent pace. They're just trying to keep up with you. And it's so funny. It's like they don't want to lose kudos. They try to keep up with the guy in front.
Yeah.
Always the way. And therefore the guy in front has got a speed to prove the point. The detriment of the pillion.
I think, yeah, it doesn't help that you're so high up. It's
basic male psychology.
Well, male psychology is pretty basic. Got to beat the next guy. Got to beat him.
So stupid.
I am having really good fun though, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you are.
This road is amazing. Pretty sure last time we did this, no, were we on the Beamer or the Quacker? No, we did it on the BMW last time, didn't we? Oh, well, you've got a good viewpoint up there, babe. Why don't you tuck in a little bit and monkey me? Okay, I'll cut you a deal. I've had my fun. We'll pull over up here and we'll sit behind the Harleys. How does that sound? Happy?
That would be nice. I just feel like you need to lead, so you're...
No, don't need to lead. No. It's nothing about leading. I just was really enjoying that road.
Yeah, so those are the single
Could you want
ones.
to
They're
wipe
not
my...
the pillions.
No, the pillions are, I presume, coming. Do you want to wipe the lenses? I've got a feeling them Harleys are going to be a while.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look how low they are. Look how high we are.
Yeah. But then again, they can't go round corners, so...
Well, they can.
Well, he can because he's an amazing rider.
Yeah, so are you.
Oh well, let's follow the Harley, folks. Get a bit of Harley action up in us.
Oh, 25.
The tight one. See how they're basically scraping the ground. Now, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what would.
No, they're so planted. It's just cruising around corners. It's just like we're like that.
Yeah, we're leant over much further.
And it just feels so high. I think I'm going off the slope.
Well, like I said, I was talking to a guy called Rob, who's a subscriber, and I was talking to him on Facebook, and he's had exactly the same bike as this, a white XR 2016. And everything he said he didn't like about it were everything that we said we don't like about it. Like, all the usable power is when you're going above 120, 130. So it's kind of not usable. And it's only really giving its full power when it's screaming. And he said, I hate the side stand. And they're the three things that we don't like about this bike either. But it is an amazing bike, isn't it?
It is an amazing bike.
It is amazing, like truly.
But it's way too fast.
But it is really fast.
And
Like
it's
stupidly fast.
So easy to get carried away on. Like,
Yeah.
When you're riding.
160 kilometers an hour does not feel fast on this at all.
No.
And that's lose your license here. They just, they take you, but anything above 150 is instant loss of license, and they take the bike off you. So
Really twisty up here, really twisty.
it's also wet, which is why they've
Tight.
all slowed down. Look,
Tight twisty.
the problem is even though this bike does have a couple of minor downsides, I absolutely, completely feel totally at home on this bike, if that makes sense. Like, it's just incredibly easy to ride.
Well, I think if we weren't pillying,
Pillioning.
then you would be happy as Larry, but
Yeah, but if I wasn't pillioning, I probably wouldn't have this bike anyway. I'd probably
Really?
have a sports bike, yeah. No, I would have this bike. It's amazing. The problem is when you've had a bike that's so good, it's a scary thing, going to change it. Because you might spend all that money and end up with a bike that is not as good.
that's why you need to test ride them.
Yeah. It's hard to test ride in this country. Is that the sun, babe? You said there was not going to come out.
Ah, you're right, I was wrong.
Huh.
I'm glad that I was wrong.
But this bike is high. There's no question about it.
I said to Jill, do you want to swap and go in the back with Tom and I'll go with Malcolm?
I bet she was like, no.
No bloody way.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It really is a tough one. Like, I'm happy with this bike. I don't really want to change it, to be honest. But if you're unhappy because it's too fast, then we can get a slower bike, babe. It's not an issue. It is fast, like, there's no question. But in all honesty, the bit that you don't like the most,
It's the bit that you love the most.
well, yeah, and also the bit that you don't like is the sharp cornering. And doesn't matter what bike you're on, you're going to want to do that.
No, it's because it's the height going around those corners. Those
Well,
tight
yeah,
corners.
yeah, as opposed to these guys in front where they're just sort of cruising around and...
I'm so high up.
Yeah. Yeah, you are high up. But then again, can you see in front? Look, she can't see.
Yeah, but you can see out the side, babe. Like, most of the time I look out the side.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to see over your helmet.
He can really blooming ride that Harley, I tell you.
Oh, he's an amazing rider.
Yeah, well, he's an ex-like motocross champion, babe.
Yeah, but he can put him on any bike.
Yeah, you put him on any bike, he'll destroy you.
Yeah, he's obviously really well used to riding.
And because he drives trucks, he knows all these roads like the back of his hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's only the second time we've been on this road.
Yeah. Yeah, he's managed to keep up with all them boys, look, no drama on that Harley. Pretty impressive. Maybe we should do it, babe. Maybe we should go Harley. Yeah, his blooming exhaust pipe scraping on the ground. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Listen, listen. Yep, you hear it?
Yeah. I don't think anybody rides a Harley with a pillion quite like Malcolm.
Quite like Malcolm does, yeah. I mean, I'm going for it, and he's cruising in front of me. This is a great ride, babe. You should just chill out and enjoy it. Oh man, here we are again, look, babe. We were just here the other weekend.
Ah, that's something lovely.
Yeah. It's been a cold, cold autumn day, hasn't it? So it almost felt like a winter's day. And then finally it's warmed up. Just before it goes freezing cold again.
Were you telling them I was giving you grief?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said, oh, Kim was telling me off for going too fast.
What did they say?
They said, oh, you should just pull the eject button. Oh, crikey, that's windy. Well, that's a bit harsh.
No. Said by the guys that don't have pillions.
I don't mind you on the back, babe. I'd much rather you be with me than without me.
No.
Well, I like riding my bike, but it's much more fun with you on it.
No. That's a nice thing to say.
Yeah, it's true. Even if sometimes you just need to trust that I know how to go around corners.
I know you're
But I
very
mean,
good.
it's not that actually, it's the position that you're in that must just feel a bit scary sometimes. Sat up so high on the back there. This is a high bike.
It is high, and it is scary, like when you're whipping
Yeah,
back and forth around those tight corners, it can be quite scary.
What a place, eh? Look at this.
There's a sport show. There's a Cargill 46K.
Anyway, we'll say goodbye, shall we, babe? Because we've absolutely no idea how much video there is left on the GoPros. Hopefully it keeps going enough that you get to see a bit of Invercargill. But stay tuned, because tomorrow is the day that we do the road cross country to Ettrick, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is, however, forecast to rain tomorrow, as you can see there's clouds coming in. But we'll see. We might, you never know, we might be lucky.
Oh, I really hope we're lucky.
I hope we're lucky too, because I've been
looking forward to this road for so long.
Yeah. I've been on about it to Kim for about 3 or 4 years, because I did it once with a mate years ago,
Yeah,
without Kim.
Yeah.
When I first got the Kawasaki, actually.
Yeah, that's right. I'm finding it hard to hear you, Ed, so it might have to sign off.
Ah, sorry.
See you tomorrow.